And I had a temple team talk with them, and they say, yeah, we do more like we give more about like the like our job or like about the people who like go through the job applications through us. So we took more on the connection, and I was like, yeah, I missed that. Like I missed that at Samsung. By Samsung, your Samsung is big, you know, your number, but yeah, and this is like being occupying my mind. Like I have a job. I can have a job now if I want. I only have to say yes. But it feels like he clutches his fists around the bed. You grin as he steps towards the image. Taking a step back, he claps the dummy hard. And then again. And again. Why do you always kick me? What have I done wrong? You think you know everything. Just... already. Almost at there, Milo strikes the dummy over and over again. Then in his rage, his eyes... the rage in his eyes is so tantalizing. You're thrilled beyond belief. Finally, after bludgeoning the dummy, he steps back, having to catch his breath. And one more strike, the bed shatters. Is this the picture you had mentioned? Now I can go to the exit. So, but yeah, like, if people can, like, if it helps me. Hi. You know the library is closed, huh? You son of... if you disappear, don't turn on the radio. Bitch. Oh. Now we are again for a new 3 horror games. With October nearing and Halloween around the corner, horrors tend to increase in all sorts and sizes. And as well, I promise you to do a keyboard game. I only forgot it for game number 1. I do apologize. But for game number 2 and game number 3 in intermission, will it be here? But yeah, I do forgot it for game 1. I do apologize. I had a rough week. So yeah, I blame it on that. But the first game is simply called Perfect Love. Well, what do you think, Elise? Horror and love, aren't those two things who are normally don't go together that well? Normally, yes, but there are also enough people who are in love with criminals, and that can be a horror story on its own, or being a mafia boss with a wife, you know, as love as in the mafia or in a drugs cartel. There are plenty of horror stories out there with, like, you know, bad love. But what happens if you create the perfect love? Yeah, this game simply be like, well, you dated enough. You've got enough relationships, but no one was always obedient and was always craving to you. No one was obedient towards you. Nobody was obsessed with you. And so, if you can't find anyone, why don't we create our ones ourselves? And you know why I find this game so interesting? It's purely because of the concept that in our today world we have a lot of OCs. For example, I have already 5, like Lilia, Skyla, Violet, Alief, and Anna, Lisa, and Jeff. Not Jeff, Jack. So I have like 7, but most people have like a lot of OCs. So I think like it's interesting with how many OCs, with how often people, especially in the content creation world, create OCs. That sometimes people might do it for the perfect love, you know. But the perfect love, you know, how can like if you create something perfect, be scary? I didn't complete the game because the game was really long. So if you want to see me play it in another video, let me know in the comments down below with simply with perfect love. And let me know how your perfect girlfriend or boyfriend or partner would have looked like. When you're not subscribing, ring the notification bell. It's the best way to show support for this video. Optional cases, you can always check out my Discord and Patreon linked in the social link tree linked down below. But our second game of today is basically called Dark Doll, a horror haunted house filled with the dark baby doll. It started off, you know, nice and simply, you know, the creepy aesthetic, but you know, it's a haunted house. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think it's gonna be all flowers and sunshine? No. Not in this haunted house. Can you escape this haunted house before the dark doll takes you hostage? or takes your life? Can you? Find out in game number 2. And game number 3, it's a game that I already had on my radar. It's called the whitaker library. I think it's called it's the whitaker library. The whitaker library, I had it already on my radar. I had seen a YouTube video about it and I put it in my later watch list. Because I really wanted to watch it because the title was interesting. And that sort of stuff. But the Whitaker Library is a horror game about a library man who simply is doing like the last bits of his library before it finally closes down. Whitaker Library simply takes like the final few days of the Whitaker Library and sees what's going on, but someone in the library is not listening to closing down, and someone in there is, or there is someone with you. Is that friendly or foe? Nobody knows, but that certain person has something to show. Hey, I can rhyme, and with that is game number 3. CS, A Blue, and Solly, thank you for being Patreon members. I always say it twice in 3 scary games because I feel like doing it. If you want to join them on the shoutout hall or want to shout out in this video or any of the other videos, let me know. Check out my Patreon link down below. And with that, I'm going to say, if you like this video, as I said, make sure to like and subscribe. It shows the appreciation, and it shows that shows that YouTube should put out this video. The more people want to see more horror content, have to just make sure to check the icon on the top right. If you're a huge horror fan, make sure to subscribe. I always release two videos on Horror Friday. So with that, as I said, if you're interested, subscribe and ring the notification bell. And with that, I hope you have a fun time watching. And bye to you all. See you in game number 1. Welcome to a new 3 Scary Games. I know I have my desktop thing. I will add like a game capture after this so that you only have like that I am in the black void behind me and that there is nothing and this thing. But our first game is Perfect Love. I was browsing each page like 10 to 20 minutes ago, and I was browsing through the games and I saw this game, and the game description goes simply as I have to say it correctly before I make like wrong assumptions. Like, won't you do anything to make perfect love? We were all just obsessed with the specific love, not one advertised in romance novels or movies, but the love that consumes and corrupts, one of the obsession and possession. No matter what you did, you could never find that love. So you decided, why not make this perfect love instead? And I don't know, I got interested. Because I think in a world where a lot of OCs, people make a lot of OCs, especially in the content creation world. Because like I have Lilia, Anna, Aliev, Skyla, and Violet. I have like 5. Some people have like 4, but I also know someone who's like over 100. So I think in the point where a lot of, OCs are made, that this feels close to home. But you know what I always say about the game warning? Yeah, I normally say you can take it like with a pinch of salt, but if a game says it, then please be aware. I give you like 10 seconds to click away, roughly, and then we're gonna start. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add a scene, or window capture, add window capture. Yeah, thank you for adding perfect love. Yeah, so I'm in the black void, which is ironic because, if I could go above this, see, I am behind the game. Those eyes are not real, believe me guys. Let me put this window capture behind me. So, look, now I'm in front of the game. See, there is nothing. I was just joking. But let's start with our perfect love. Right. You have yet to be taken, has yet to be understood through violence, has yet to heal you, has yet to cook you the perfect meal, has yet to perfect his craft, has yet to burn for you, wedded by him. There are 8 outcomes, depending on the length of the game and length of the video. I think I'll do 1 or 2 and leave the rest up to you, but we'll see. Oh, that is a full... There is a full screen one. Hold on. I didn't know there was a full screen one. No, normally games like this don't have a full screen one. Is this gonna capture by game capture? Yeah. Oh. Like normally games like this don't have a full screen, you know, so. For a while you were obsessed with the idea of a specific love. Not the type that was advertised in romance book or romantic movies. Not the type that grows together, that supports each other, the type that's, you know, others envy. You wanted the type that correlates and suffocates. The type that held onto you, clinging, begging to be loved. Who could only think about you, to only have you, whatever it cost. You have dated countless people to find that love, all ended in a failure. It was never enough, and it will never be enough. You discarded them all aside and decided, if no one could give you the love you craved, then you would create someone who could. Wouldn't that be fun? No. My name is Elise. Elise, is that so? Well then, let's begin. Remember when you first met them, the person who you created this perfect love for. College life was due as normal, classes to study in the group calls. When walking aimlessly, you heard the cries of a poor individual, a student in a corner mercilessly taunting and beating up a poor victim. Despite already graduating into college, it seems some students still kept their bullying habits from high school. Please, I complimented the assignment like you said, where are you? Come on, Milo, you don't want it has to be like this. Most of the one who tried out to step off. We're the only ones who have to tolerate you know, we're your only friends. And friends, well, they don't just snitch on each other's friends. I swear, I didn't know, I wasn't. What a sad sight to see, almost felt bad. Almost. You walked up to them casually. Move, you're causing a disturbance. What are you? Turn to your feeling just visibly, shaking away your fear. Did you hear me? I didn't think. Leave. You could almost hear him whimper as he ran away, his tail between his legs. Gracefully he walked to the victim, pulling him by the arm. Thank you. He stumbles forward, leans on you, before scrambling and adjusting himself. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Those friends of yours are rather cruel, aren't they? He looks at you for a bit, startled. Well, I can't blame them. I transferred only a bit ago and I'm still not used to being in such a new area. They took me when I had nobody else. So, whatever I like them or not, it's not better than being alone. Especially since my family's so far away. He looks at you with resolve. But you were able to scare them away so easily, how did you? Well, it's very simple, really. They know not to mess with me. I am the power girl to school. Bow for me. I'm joking. You need to know how to speak the language, that's all. Speak the language? He hesitates, biting his nails a bit. Why did you save me? You just did it because you felt sorry for me, right? I mean, I guess it's just we're in some of the same classes, right? You just want me to do your homework, so I understand I did it because I was worried about you. I don't care about making you do my homework. Worried about me? Of course, why wouldn't we be worried about someone being bullied? Well, it seems at least I did. Miley seems silent at first, but eventually speaks up. This might be a bit prestigious, but could you teach me how to stand up for myself like you did? You look at me, your gaze not wavering. Milo changed. You transferred only yesterday. So, I can't speak. You transferred only last year, correct? I believe you're taking gynecology and you have pretty impressive grades. How did you know that? I keep an eye on things that have my interest. If I had known you were being bullied, I would have stepped in sooner. Milo turns a shade of pink after hearing that you had interest in him. I will turn pink if I had a Preggo girl that interested me. It was hard not to keep an eye on him. He always glanced at him whenever you passed him by. We had some of the same classes after all. You could always feel him watching, even while you weren't looking at him. Lonely, he has a crush on you. Isolated from his families and others like him. Meek and obedient. Perfect. You want me to teach you? If you could. Alright, I don't mind. On one condition. You reach out your hand expeditiously. Date me. He's so shocked that he nearly falls over, he can't help but smile. He lost awkwardly. Of course you want to mess around with me, right? This is very funny. Since there's no way that you would actually like me? Don't say stuff like that. It sounds like you're already rejecting me. Especially since you're quite the catch. Milo turns beet red, unable to speak for a second. But they were just and I don't know, I'm ready for... Milo, calm down, already? The only way to get to know someone more personally is if you date them. Think of it as a test run. How can you know if you don't try, right? I guess that's true. But I think I'd like to date someone I can spend my life with. It's kind of so cheesy when I say it out loud. How perfect. I feel the same. If I only date someone if I could depend on for all my life. So then, let's make it count, shall we? You hold out your hand again and he tightly holds it. You won't betray me, right? It's just that people in the past would jokingly... Why would I do such a cruel thing, Milo? Can't you just trust me? The one who saved you? His face looked up with a bit of surprise. Saved me? That's right. So then, from now on I am your... I'm interested in gets the choice of boyfriend. On the other hand, I feel the obvious answer is lover. But... You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say girlfriend. Please, treat me well. My girlfriend. He smiles nervously and taps his feet happily. I never had someone like that. So I'm not sure what to expect. What kind of thing should I do with my girlfriend? How about we come up with a nickname for each other? Nickname? Oh well. What do you think would be a good nickname? Let's see. My pet. You know, honestly, I want to say my pet. I was thinking about, a nickname of like L-I-O or so. Leo, a combination of nicknames. But seeing this. If I want to try to go to the wedding route, I need to be nice. I would just say babe. My babe? Oh, that nickname is... Well, I don't mind it too much. Well, I'm glad you like it. Despite any possibility complaints, you could see that you enjoyed being gifted a nickname. My babe. I feel so special, my babe. It feels nice to be special, doesn't it? Well then, my babe, my classes are starting soon. Aw, so soon? I'll miss you. Clingy. Sorry, I didn't mean... It's alright, I think it's very cute, my babe. Don't try to dance around me, I am your girlfriend after all. I'll accept all of you so long as you do the same. Do you accept all that I am? Yeah, of course I do. Good, that makes me happy. And walk a few steps before stopping. Before I do, shall we set a time for the date? A date so soon? Well, you accepted me already as your girlfriend, so... No need to fret, my babe, it's just for... way for us to know each other better. So... I can teach you how to stand up for yourself. Meet me at the split bed at 7 PM and we can go somewhere fun together. I have a couple of good places. Okay, split bed. Don't be late, Milo. As she walked away, you could feel Milo's gaze boring onto you, watching as she left him behind. The start of an obsession. At 7 p.m. you come to the split pace and see Milo pacing about. Okay, be cautious and on time. Compliment her and don't forget to... Milo. Jumping, Milo fumbles the flowers they brought with him. You brought flowers too? Oh, I feel bad. I should have brought something as well. No need. I just thought, I want to get something as beautiful as my girlfriend. What a charmer. You almost feel bad for what you're going to do with him. Almost. Thank you for the flowers. I will try to give you something later tonight in return. Although the flowers might not be suitable for what we'll be doing. Oh, really? I'm sorry. There's no need to blame yourself. I never told you what we're going to do after all. I keep them safe in my bag for now. Taking the flowers, you carefully place them in your bag. Where should we go then? Maybe we should get to know each other. I actually really enjoy sewing. Maybe later, there's more important things to attend to. There are actually 2 places we can go, although drastically different. The first place is the batting range. It might be nice to exercise a bit. Your perfect love needs to be strong, not just in strength but in rage. To watch him crush your enemies to gain your love, to watch him use your force to get what he pleases. A devotion with violence is an important asset. I'm sure he has some rage after being bullied for so long. The second is a party on the other end. It might be nice to socialize with others to get them on our side. A perfect place to teach him how to manipulate others. A perfect love with the power to sway those around him, to do his bidding for him. A silver tongue and a charismatic act. Sometimes the only way to fight fire is fight with fire itself. This sounds about so interesting. No, I think you will know better. You can go, you decide. Well, whatever you say, my babe. Then let's head to the... I hate now. Do you hear this? Do you hear sounds? Do you hear those sounds? Like, now with myself, I will go to like the betting caves, it's more isolated and I'm an introvert and that sort of stuff. A party for manipulate sounds interesting, but in a mood to swing a bet. I'm not really the aggressive athletic type. That's no problem. You have some anger to release, don't you? We'll have some fun. Then, shall we? Holding out your hand, Milo takes it and we walk towards the battling range. My personal room, please. Pulling Milo, we head to an empty room filled with beds and... a dummy. I thought we were going to swing a bed. Oh, we are. Just perhaps not in the way you were thinking. You pick up the bed and... it cracks as the dummy flies backward and bounces back. Milo flinches at the loud sound. Here you go. Your turn. He seems reluctant to take it. I don't think I can. I'm against violence. My babe, it's not against a real person, only a dummy. You place the bat into his hands. There's nothing wrong with letting out your anger like this. Leaning closer to him. Aren't you angry at those bullets? How they always treat you? How they laugh behind your back even though you've done nothing wrong? You didn't deserve it. You never did. All you wanted was a peaceful life. That's how I felt. Is it not the same for you? Just let out your rage. He clenches his fists around the bed. You grin as he steps towards the dummy. Taking a step back, he clubs the dummy hard. And then again. And again. Why do you always kick me? What have I done wrong? You think you know everything. Just... already. Almost at there, Milo strikes the dummy over and over again. Then in his rage, the rage in his eyes is so tantalizing. You're thrilled beyond belief. Finally, after bludgeoning the dummy, he steps back, having to catch his breath. And one more strike, the bed shatters. He screams out, dropping the remains of the bed and clutching his hand. Milo, are you alright? Sorry, I went overboard. Haha, what are you sorry about? It's the most alive I've seen you. From your back you pull out some bandages. Give me your hand. You hold out his hand, blood-stained as you tend the wound. I didn't think I had so much rage inside of me. It was scary, but like honestly, sometimes people this is still the scary part. Some people have so much rage built up inside and then they never let it out. That this can be a reality for some people. And this is not a call to go out and let your rage, punch everything around you. Sometimes it's good to talk stuff even if it feels it's not right to. And sometimes it's good just to let out your rage in words. Have someone who you trust and someone who doesn't judge you. Talk to it and let it out so you can let your emotion rest. And you don't turn into Milo here. It felt good. He looks at me grinning shyly. Yeah, it felt really good. He looks down as if scared. I didn't scare you, did I? If I did, I promise I won't. My babe, there's no way I'm gonna be scared of you that easily. If anything, it made me happy you were finally let your anger out. The world can be cruel. He wrapped his hands round and round. I wonder if there will come a day where you or I would get attacked. What? Why would you think that? It's only natural the world is filled with violence. One day you might have to strike back. But solving violence with violence is wrong, right? Well, not always. Don't think of it as violence. Think of it as self-defense. At this point, sometimes self-defense is the only option. Protection against others, protection to the people you love. You trust me, right? Yeah? Then, please protect me if the situation arises. I will, I promise. And so the bed continued swinging. From then on, the battering area became more placed together. From days to let off steam, all sort of things. And slowly, you fought him. Step back a bit when you hit. It's not good to be too close. It's not fair for someone as kind and as strong as you to be hurt like this. Striking someone in the knees is a good way to disable someone. My babe, you deserve the world, but they don't deserve you. The chin and the nose as well. Everyone feels like they are against us. I can only trust you. And I'm the only one you can trust. The way to hit, the way to act. It was fun at first, but it's important to keep each other dated. You know what I just realized? I was supposed to do keyboard cam. I will bring keyboard cam back for game number 2. I was going to. I just forgot. I just realized. There's nothing too much to show because it's a point and click game. So, but for game number 2, I will bring back keyboard cam. Okay, I promise. So, sorry for the inconvenience. I completely forgot. I have a busy life. Okay, with a lot of interviews and that sort of stuff. It was fun at first, but it's important to keep each date entertaining. Destroying cars at the abandoned lot, breaking glass jars, plates, and other pieces in a ramshackle house. Self-defense class to fight, protect, hurt. Wherever I would take the training, whatever I would take to watch him grow stronger. Ensuring and snaring him to only catch on to you, to save only you. Nobody else in this world. Just as it should be. For a while it seems that they were peaceful. Milo grew more confident as a person, more brash in some senses. His attitude changed as well, more rough and ruthless. Despite this, his personality was stick-timed. Seeing more work still need to be done. Those bullies slowly stayed away from him. Not sure how to make of this development. And as they did, stayed close to you, clinging. No one came near him, as it was meant to be. Because to him, you were a savior. And yet, it wasn't enough. You've got a stronger, my babe. Those police have think twice before coming near you. You really changed, haven't you, Milo? Is that bad? I mean, I like it a lot better now. I think it's improvement. Are you happy that you're being remade this way? I feel like I'm a new person since I met you. That's a good feeling. Everyone got this new baseball bat to celebrate. They grew. You briefly hear something being thrown before the wind is knocked out of you. You can barely push yourself up as your sputtered blood is silted onto the ground. You feel yourself being pulled out by the hair as you see Milo frozen in fear. Surrounding him are a bunch of gang members holding pipes, bats and other weapons. Well, looks like Ryan was right this time. Scars traced on her face as she looked you into the eyes. The Brett really paid us big money to smack you around, huh? Ryan, the one who's been bullying me all the time. Oh, is that what this is about? You must have been butthurt that you're no longer a punching bag for him, huh? I guess now we're gonna take it out on this girl, huh? What? He's trembling a bit and his eyes are darting around anxiously. Don't hurt her, it's me you want, right? My babe, don't hurt my babe. Your vision is blurred as his voice is echoing in your ears, and yet, you smile. Remember what I said? The world is filled with violence. Your promise to protect me, right? Are you really going back on that? Oh, looks like your babe has some spunk. The next sound was a broken scream as a bit cracked into her ribcage. From then it was nothing but a massacre. The crack of bones as the bed shattered them, the screams of begging as he took another victim. The sound splattered blood on the pavement below. Milo kept on bashing them over and over again. They tried to restrain him, keep him down, hit him, but he never flinched. The only thing he could think of was how to protect you. And soon, the gang member grabbing you was the last one standing. The scared gang member flinched slightly, not so expecting this meek man would put up such a fight. He smiled as he watched his quiver a bit. As Milo walked closer to her, hopping a bit from side to side, directly his now red bed across the floor, his eye focused on only her. She dropped you and ran, and you looked up at Milo, covered in red. His eyes weren't one of human anymore. Milo? Milo, my babe? Come on, let's go. You dragged him away from the scene as best you could. You could feel him shaking a bit. Finally, he spoke. Sorry, I'm sorry. You protected me, my babe. Why are you apologizing? It's Ryan's fault anyways. Didn't you hear what he said? That Ryan was the one who tried to attack me? All because I tried to help you? Ryan. You're right. It's his fault. From then on, the attacks became more frequent. Whenever you were outside, he would jump you from behind. Milo would always protect you as the best he could. He became paranoid, clinging onto you more desperately to protect you. Unsurprisingly, it seemed that Ryan has disappeared at the moment. As if he knew that Milo would come after him. What a coward. He smirked. It was fitting of him. It seems that there's no one we can trust. The fact that anyone can attack me at any moment, we can only trust each other. Of course, I won't let them hurt you. I won't let anyone hurt you. Once again, you were surrounded by the bodies of gang members sent to arrest you. Though you would never let them kill you, you could always tell that Milo could barely hold back. It's unfortunate that the police couldn't help us. In the end, the only one I can trust is you. I will protect you until the end. I know you will, my babe. It smells as if you were looking at the only thing that mattered. The barrage of attackers seems to have lessened. I think Ryan is starting to realize that brute force is going to cut it. But he has to come out eventually in our class. He and I are assigned a project together. I'm going to unalive that bastard after what he's done to you. You walked to him, stroking his cheek and calming him down. There, my babe, in due time. Oh. You're my everything, so I can't lose you. She smiles silently as you feel his eyes gaze upon you. It's working. You pat around your pocket suddenly. It seems you dropped it. Crouching down, you start to rummage under the bodies of the fallen. What are you doing? What if they wake up and grab you? Then you'll be there to beat them down again, right? There it is. You pull out a bundle of bandages from under the body. It looks like you're injured, so I have to patch you up again. You could have just bought them from the store. You could say I'm a bit sentimental. These ones are special. It's the same one that I first patched you up with. What? You kept that? He seemed flustered as you bandaged his arms once again. Of course, it was the first date we had. At the finish, he pulled his arm. Walk me home, alright? And so he walked you back to your dorm, safe and sound. God, that kid was rough. I thought we were going against a college student. Is everything alright? Did you get the cash? Yeah, the girl slipped it on her when she picked up the bandage. The girl's a real freak. Why is people to attack them? Must have something to do with that Ryan kid. Do you think it's some sort of revenge scheme? I don't know, it seemed like more than that. That girl. I feel bad for that Milo kid. He has no idea what is in store for him. Oh, I am the one orchestrating the attacks? That's 30 minutes already. Oh, I still have 2 games to play after this. Damn. For a while it seems everything has died down. The attacks basically became non-existent. Thought we couldn't let our guard down. Milo was especially restless, glaring at anyone who was ever so happy to glance at you. He watched over you like a guard dog, stayed by you as much as he could. No one come near us like that. It was so comforting in a way. And so days went on as normal, schoolwork, fun activities, some dates, or at least until for the one big project for your class. It seems Ryan has appeared again, and is part of the big project. Milo slams their fist into the wall and I'm denting it. The people around it snap quite in fear before slowly resuming their talk. Don't get too excited, my babe. I shall find a way to rip his tongue out of him out, and I'm sure I can find a way to bash his head in without anyone noticing. Oh, that would be quite a treat to watch. If he cries out, it was even more fun. He smiles widely, cracking his knuckles, but not yet. I had so much I love to destroy him the way my babe, I would like to actually pass this class in the project as a huge part of my grade. So let's all vote now, alright? I think I'm gonna leave this here, but I wanna complete the story at least. If I knew this was a 30-minute game, I would just make a separate video out of it. What is that? Fine, but the second one when you guys are done is tighten his bandage. So long as you don't draw any attention, he can do it, please. We're supposed to be meeting up at Cafe 15 to talk about what we're going to do, and I'd like you to come with just in case. Well, we know if he pulls something. Milo scowls a bit, clearly want to punch a hole in his face. As I will never let you go alone. You're mine. And I won't let anyone touch you. There's one sudden shiver down your spine. I get like little shivers like from this. You trained him a little too well. As we walked, we see Ryan sitting in one of the booths. His face twitched from the contempt and annoyance when he sees that Milo has entered with you. Strange he's not in our group, is he? Milo and I are a package deal. Or are you jealous that you suddenly become the third wheel? Ryan looks as if he wanted to long check you, but Milo leans forward. He wraps his arms around you as if to warn him. Touch a single hair on her head and I've snapped your neck. Ryan hesitates and leans back down. Whatever, let's just hurry up and get this project finished. For the next couple of hours, you and Ryan plan out your project. The two of you ordered some food and drinks, seemingly chatting nonchalantly about what to do. But underneath it all, you felt like you were pointing knives at each other's throat, while living under the threat of violence was something to be angry about. Milo would watch silently as we talked with each other, his arm crossed leaning back, glaring at Ryan. Like he would smash his head into the table at any moment. Skimming down Ryan's ramblings, your spoon slipped and fell onto the ground. I got it. Milo leans down on the table to grab it, not before bumping his head against the bit. He gently placed the spoon in your hand before glaring at Ryan. What are you looking at? Ugh, this love for Duffy crap makes me want to barf. His hand tapped on the table a bit before looking at his phone. His eye darts around for a second before standing. Well, I got a jet, see you losers later. Grabbing his backpack, he leaves the two of us alone. Finally. You jerk down the glass of water after he lays the slams it on the table. Somehow it tastes bitter, like you disgust for him. He didn't even pay his portion of the bill, that lowlife. Don't worry, I'll make him pay. Though I might break some bones along the way. Forget it then, I need him alive so he doesn't make all the work. That's disappointing. Something doesn't feel right. You start to falter, your legs feel weak and... My babe? Everything goes dark. You wake up staring at the ceiling of your dorm, laying on the bed. Milo seemed to have been by your side, holding and stroking your hand gently. Please, 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 my babe. You can feel his warm one shaking as you place your other hand on him. His eyes snapped open, and happily holds your hand to face. Like it. I had the game once, where I also had like an interesting story, but it's like a story, like I want to keep playing, but also like, this is going to be a longer episode. God damn. Despite how gruff his act normally, he's always soft for you. My babe, what happened? You passed out suddenly after we left the cafe. Oh, did I know? You could already Ryan trapping his fingers against his table. His eyes were darting at the glass. Oh, I see what happened. The snake really has it out for me, huh? What did he do? He closes onto your tire, almost crushing it before losing it. Sorry, Don't worry, babe, use that anger soon. I seem that Ryan must have drugged me. It must have been the water. Dropping my spoon was the perfect opportunity for him to do so. How utterly clever for him. First he sends gang members after us, now he drugs you. Disgusting. He really doesn't know how to leave it alone, huh? Well, I should have been given a taste of his own medicine. You tap your forehead as you think. What would make Ryan suffer more? Drugging him back with B and payback. You do have access to his cameras to tap, what's your race? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I know I didn't complete this game and I know it's longer, but for the fear of the length of the video, which is already probably gonna be longer, you know how long it's gonna be, I'm gonna leave it here. This also gives you more reason to play, because surely, I know you want to see the ending, but there are 8 endings, so there's like a lot of things to do. If you want to see me come back to this game, let me know in the comments down below what's saying perfect lover, and I will take a look back at it and make its own horror game and that sort of stuff. For now I'm gonna say, I hope you like. It's a really interesting story and it shivers down my spine. I'm gonna pack up for game number 2 and set up the keyboard belly cam as normally, or in this case the normal keyboard cam, and I will see you all in game number 2. Now I have to explain what the game 2 is about. I would also want to apologize for not giving the promised, you know, the promised keyboard cam, well, non-belly cam, you know. Because I promised like this time I wouldn't do it without any inflation or fake bellies and that sort of stuff. So yeah, this is my original size. I don't know if you can see it really well, but you know, can you see it really well? Like I'm showing a bit, as you can see, but not at all much. But yeah, welcome to game number 2, and I do apologize, I didn't know the game 1 was that long, to be honest. Dark Door is a short horror game with a VSH style, where the player finds himself in an abandoned horror house, shadowed in mystery. So that's game number 2, a Dark Door. But yeah, I was like playing that, I was like, I didn't expect it to be that, you know. That long. And I had it in mind that I was like, you know, I do keyboard cam, which I promised last time, but well, what if I want to have it on? So yeah, this is a room game about, I'm assuming, a dark baby. And yeah, like, it's been a long day, week. I can't believe, oh hi! Are you gonna jump scare me? Are you the baby that's gonna jump scare me? I think that's the babies who gonna jump scare me. Oh hi, yeah I know a lot of people see me. But I feel like I've been yesterday to like a work. I don't see anything. Oh. Hi. I know you can see me. You wanna say something? But I've been yesterday to like a job interview, or basically like a tour around Samsung warehouse in here nearby. And they all like they have interest in the people. What do I need to use like a crowbar for? Do I? Oh wait, I know. We need to find the Ouija board. No jump scare? You know, that was the perfect time for a jump scare. The Ouija board. I had like yesterday a job offer at like Samsung or an interview, which was like in a group for the warehouse employee for like 3 departments. But you know what I went there. You got the tour basically, and you get the tour to the multiple departments there is in like Samsung or the Samsung warehouse. But like halfway through, like it's a big warehouse, so it's loud, you know, and that sort of stuff. No. Do you, by the way, know where the Ouija board is? Is that not in like the TV cabinet or something? But like, it was really big, so it was loud. So I got like half of the tour, not like I didn't hear half of the tour, which I think helped in not like, ah, which didn't help like in giving motivation. But it also felt more like that they're like talking in numbers, really. Yeah, this is a really mod. Oh, I need a passcode. Well, like we got the tour, and after that they said like, well, if you like deliver your documents in the Tempo Team app, basically because we're job offering through Tempo Team, you're like you can like start Monday, and I really doubt it because I was walking through the warehouse, like they basically had outbound, UCP, and inbound. It only became clear what outbound was, and since you didn't get half through, I really didn't feel like knowing what like inbound and UCP was, and I didn't get like excited from walking through that warehouse and seeing other people work, to say it like that. And I feel like that I feel if I'm gonna work there that I work there without any motivation or excitement, which will result back in my like task. And you know what I think I missed the most, which helped not help for that excitement, is that bit of personal touch that you have like in a job interview. Now it felt like okay, you have a CV, you know, curriculum vitae, you have a tour, you can get to work. You know, that's it. What you have to do, you'll hear that like when you get to work here. Oh, you're sick, fine, we'll have someone else for you. Like I think which didn't help. Well, because I had like an intake by a different Tempo Team branch in a different region, and I had a Tempo Team talk with them, and they say, yeah, we do more like where we give more about like the like our job or like about the people who like go through the job applications through us. So we took more on the connection, and I was like, yeah, I missed that. Like I missed that at Samsung. By Samsung is big, you know, your number, but yeah, and this is like being occupying my mind. Like I have a job, I can have a job now if I want. I only have to say yes, but it feels like fucking damn it! I swear to God, where are you? I'm gonna put you on fire. Are you still here? Huh? I'm gonna put you in the oven, turn you to fire, and have a look back. Stupid baby. But yeah, like I can like say to the Tempo Team person from Samsung like yes, you know, and give them the documents, and I can have work. But like on the other hand, like it feels like I miss that personal touch, but also I feel like since I'm not motivated or excited, that I will go with like strange to work that you're not really motivated, and since you're not really motivated, that will bring back your results that you do. Because if you work in a warehouse, they usually set targets and high targets since it's a big company. So 8394. 8394. Hello? Hello? What did you do to the house? Are you gonna jump scare me again? Okay. Thanks for playing. You know, it jumps get me, so I say it got me. But yeah, like I've been like really like thinking about like that job offer. Like on the other hand, I finally get something I get to work at, but on the other hand, I feel like I feel like the bit miss of that personal touch, because for the same one, I can be someone, you know, who often lets fall stuff, you know, or break stuff. And they didn't ask for that. Like, how do you normally care with stuff? Are you like careful with like packages and that sort of stuff? You work with like component parts for like TVs, like well, TV fridges you don't easily that thing, but also like mobiles, eh? Like the fall ones correctly, and you have to pay. Like they didn't ask that. Like I felt like I think personal touch is what missing. Is what making me feel like I should work at Samsung. I'm feeling gonna only be like miserable, you know. But I have to say, this was a fun game. Short but sweet, and for its length, I think it did this horror well. You know what a funny thing I want to say? I played like around the clock in the bottom again yesterday. I recorded the Gulag Ace run, and in the developers note, the developer said like, you don't need 24/7 horror. Sometimes you need that moment of rest, and some people argue that if you give a moment of rest, most of the horror factor is gone. I don't think that is. Like, if you do it correctly, a moment of rest is not always horror gone. But I was always like, you know what, like the first time you come into the baby room and you grab the Ouija board, it's like, do 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 do. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I was like? And okay, here it comes, you know, the enemy comes towards you, it takes too long and that sort of stuff, but it was just the music and I was like, no. So, but like I think it's short and I can't say it's good, like, because it got me. So, yeah. And with that, I want to say, let's head out to game number 3. You wanna know something funny? I actually saw this game pass by on YouTube in a video, and I put that to my save later list, and the title of that video was "This game will make your heart explode, the Whitaker Libary." This is only part 1, by the way. And I was like looking to itch.io and I saw this game and I was like, oh yeah, I have this thing I saved in a video in my later to play later, you know. But it can be a clickbait title, you know, this game will make your heart explode. But, you know, since I'm a pretty big horror player, so I love this already. I love this. Day number 1. If you don't know what the story is, this is supposed to story about the Whitaker Libary closing and you're taking part in the last few days. The sensitivity can really go up. Really. Books to find: Jimmy House comedy, Echoes of Empire's History, and Whispers in the Dark Horror book box and packaging box. Okay, Jim's House comedy. Comedy. How do I know which book do I need to take? History and horror. This is horror. But yeah, like it's definitely a job for that. Like also like I've been working on like of course my content creation stuff. Wait, huh? Wait, where's the book? Are there multiple horror sections? Oh, here's the history book. Or do I need to get them in? And I saw like I was like looking today at Patreon at least. And I saw now that you can sell posts. So you basically can make a post for your R. You know, we're gonna keep that. R. Basically, you can sell posts, to say the least, now on Patreon. And I was thinking like, and basically what the concept of Patreon is, if you don't know, you basically become like a subscriber for like a basic tier, and based on the tier you're subscribed to, you get rewards. But you also can like sell individual posts. So for example, if I would take a pregnancy picture of myself in real life, I can make it into a post, and you know the people of like the $10 tier can have like a connection to me, credit. But I can also be like, you know, you can pay once like $5 and get the picture or 2 pictures and that sort of stuff. I think I want to do that more because I think it's more interesting to do that. Sounds like interesting. Yeah, let's play in the dark horror. Ah, this is a horror booth. Am I just blind? Huh. Oh, there it is. So yeah, like I think I want to sell more posts too. If that helps making revenue that people can buy. A picture. What for picture? What for picture am I looking at? I'm searching for. Is this the picture I'm searching for? Please just don't. Dear Mike, you might have noticed that empty reading room once filled with tables and chairs due to severe financial difficulties. We are selling all our furnishing and other items to raise money. Before closing the library, please pack all the books that customer wish to buy. Your assistance in preparing these items for sale is essential. Thank you for your understanding and help during this time. You're seriously, James Whitaker. Is this the picture you had mentioned? Now I can go to the exit. So, but yeah, like if people can like, if it helps me. Hi. You know the library is closed, huh? You son of. If you disappear, don't turn on the radio. Bitch. Oh. Wait, is that a different ending? Pick up the broom and sweep all the nest in the library. But yeah, like I honestly think if I would make posts like that, yeah, maybe some people will buy it. And you know, if I make like and you know, the money I can make as content creator is always happy. Like it's always optional, huh? It's not necessary. So that you know, it's not like you do get shoutouts in the video, but like if you can't support me, the best way to support me is just watching, liking, and subscribing. Well, by liking and subscribing, you do the most. That's the best way you can support me, and for the people who can support me more and really want to, you know, where did the door go to? Hi. Oh, you need me to follow. You know, you could just kind of ask politely and didn't take away the door. Why do you want me to go? You know, you just could have asked politely, Mr. Black Figure. Like, where are you? Affection, endless affection and romance. You know, don't I need to clean up the room or something? And then just leave. I don't want to work anymore. But yeah, like I think, like of course, but like the best way to always to support me is just liking and subscribing. You can always change your mind; it is free and that sort of stuff. Hey, look. Oh, we have. It's a 4-letter word. Would that be 4 nights then? Drama and mystery. Where's drama? And like, if you have the means and you want to support me more, there's always like Patreon and Ko-fi link down below. It's really appreciated. It's not necessary. So. Okay, Mr. Dark Figure. You know, you just could have asked me. You know, you could just tap me on the shoulder. You didn't have to slap my head against the ceiling. What did I do? Oh, the life of John. Oh. Oh. Is it like another paper again? I want to see if there's another paper again. That will tell us the word. Bird. Bird is the word. Bird. Like, so far we have an R and an A. And that sort of stuff. Oh, look, a book. Does this ever change? Oh, dear Mike. About, read, just. That does change. Interesting. Wait, huh? Hello. Okay, I'll go back away. Hi. Okay, that's the most unexpected jump scare ever. Somehow I was expecting something, you know, that you just walk past by it, but not that you're like a jump scared. This game is becoming something. This is what I mean when I saw the title. I was like, you know. What the? Do I have to shoot him? Oh, God. Oh, hi. You know, you're gonna jump scare me. Ooh. Okay. If you wanna play it like this, you wanna like jump scare me. I think it's gonna get me. Where was that book that I found? Which book did I get first? Comedy, romance, science, and mystery. Man, I don't know who I was talking about. So yeah, but Patreon. I'm trying to like improve my Patreon so to get more attractive to people. But I'm trying. What was the first book on the list? Comedy and science. I know I got one book already, so I think it's... Is it another science one? Hello? Eyes on the Road, Dad. Wait, am I the dad of like... am I the person who like jump scares me and I'm in the shadow figure? Am I dead? You know, am I unalive? And like, is this purgatory? It makes sense that the mother and the child, you know... That the child died because of my ignorance, because I didn't look at the road. Now I'm interested in it. I also trying to look out for papers. I know I don't think I will get them, but... I must have feel like I don't see any of the books. I know they've been in the wrong... I know I got the science, and I know if I got the mystery. Like, all these books look the same. I have 2 books in there. Comedy, science, romance, and mystery. This is romance, right? Oh, look. Are you gonna jump scare me again? Is that supposed to be my wife? You're so quick. Oh, is that her heart? Do I need to put it in the... What do I do with the apple? Oh. I'm gonna ritual sacrifice my wife. Where am I? What am I daydreaming of? I need to find one more book. One more book. Comedy, romance, science, mystery. Oh, look, there it is. Nothing else. Can I just go now? Ah, probably the room in the back. You know, the mystery room. But I want to make it more appealing, like, to become a Patreon member, and maybe, like, since I'm growing quite a bit now recently in subscribers, and that sort of stuff, I was thinking about doing such stuff, like upgrading my Patreon. And I see now that I can sell posts, I can also make stuff like, for example, just like teasers that I can like do one at a time. Is this where it ends? It feels like where she's supposed to end. Oh. Eyes on the road, Dad. No, that's not where it ends. I think this is where it ends. Is this where it ends? Wait, let me look at my YouTube thing. I want to see if this is where it ends. Or if I'm stupid. But this game is like... It's amazing. I'm just gonna say it's amazing. I have nothing else to say. Oh no, you get a different ending. Here's the apple. Wait, let me see what he does. I'll put an end here, but no. He finds his last book. And then closes. Oh wait, I was in the wrong... I'm stupid. I was on the right track. But I was in the wrong thing. This is not biography... biography. Or biography. You know what I mean. Suppose in this one... You know how it said like at the bottom of the job list there was like a biography of John Whiter? With a cross through it? Well, if I'm correctly, in this one should be another book. Should be. Oh, there it is. I didn't look through. Oh, look on the paper. Now read now. Oh, it's a read. That makes sense. Okay, how do I read it? Wait, do you didn't break it to... Ah. It's still the same.
Hey son, go to store and get us some apples. I need it to make a pie for your father. He'll be coming back from library very soon.
So I did. I have nothing to say because the atmosphere of this game is correct. It doesn't overdo you with the horror. It lets you know that there is someone watching. It lets you know there is someone near with you, but it doesn't put it in your face. It just takes it back and be like, hey, here, I'm here. Here, have an apple. Here, close the door. And you know why I give it more props? Barely do you see a horror game that is as clear with its story as this one. from the get-go, the moment you walk into that area, you know that there is something wrong with the family and that you probably playing as the dad are responsible for it, as you saw. But I've never been actually that thing. Yeah, I truly never had a game where I am clear with the story. Like, it's clear, you're as the dad working in the library, and then apparently you get home, or on the way home, and then you crash into your son, or this event plays after this. See, that's a bad dream. You know? You're getting tortured by the shadow creature. Once it is clear, like, something happened to your son, and you're the cause of it, but you not actually know how it happened. It's like, you know, it doesn't put it on your face, but it doesn't make it fake, if you know what I mean. Well, if you haven't played for yourself, link is at the top of the video description. Highly recommend you do, and I recommend to give some love to this developer. And if you want to see part 2 in the comments, let me know in the comments down below. I'm Preggo, leadership practice poly Vtuber Transgender. I primarily focus on horror and Project Diva on this channel, and if you're interested in and want to see more, be sure to check the icon in the top right for more horror playlists, or otherwise the outro playlist on the left. On the right will be a video recommended for my channel to you by YouTube. YouTube thinks you will like the video the most. On my middle will be the channel button in case you want to subscribe or check any other videos out on my channel. As I said, all my links will be at the bottom of the video description, including my Discord, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon, Ko-fi. I said, best way to support me is subscribe and ring the notification bell and give this video a like. It supports the algorithm, it shows YouTube that this video is put out to more people and that sort of stuff. Subscribing and ring the notification bell and liking is always free. You can always change your mind later. Also, if you want to support me more and willing to do it, it's free, it's optional, it's not necessary. You can always check out my Patreon, like Solly and CSA Blue. Thank you for being Patreon members and allowing me to do so in a few bucks. This was 3 Scary Games number 160. Might I all see you in the next 3 Scary Games. Have a fantastic week. Bye.